Notre Dame's Department of Film, Television, and Theater will perform a new musical written by a current student called Dawn's Early Light. Abby had a behind-the-scenes look at the production with the writer and one of the student actors. Take a look.
Hello there, everyone. Me and my special guest are here on the unfinished set of Dawn's Early Light, the new musical that we're looking at today, right here in the Film and Theater at Notre Dame. So Libby White is one of the stars of the show. Libby, can you tell us a little bit about how you first got to be involved with this musical?
Yeah, so I've been good friends with Solomon Duane, who wrote the show, since we played opposite each other in a production a couple years ago, and I've been hearing about this show, but I didn't really know it was gonna be a real thing.
It's real.
Right? Until I read for one of the characters in just a table reading last April and absolutely fell in love with the story. I really just wanted to get involved. I've never done any new work before, but I love it. I love making something that no one's ever done before. It's really bringing out a new creative side of me, and yeah, I'm so happy to be a part of the cast. And every day is just a joy, yeah.
And I can say it is a joy to watch Libby. I've been able to see a little bit behind the scenes of the production, so it's so wonderful. But how did you go about building this character with, the frame of reference only being these words that have never been performed before?
Yeah, I'm really learning how to be a lot more creative and trying to bring the character out of myself. And I'm learning that we really actually have a lot in common. I'm playing Reagan, for reference, and I think at our core, both myself and Reagan, we just want to be with the people that we love and spend time with people that are important to us, make meaningful connections. And I've really just enjoyed exploring her ups and downs, ins and outs, and trying to figure out who she really is and what she means in the world.
Right.
And there's no right answer is what I'm learning, because there's no, this is brand new, no one's ever done it before. There's no right or wrong, up or down. So I'm really just kind of going for it, learning new things and trying to be creative.
And so why do you think, in your opinion, as a part of the cast, a little bit of a different perspective, why should people come and see this show?
I think people should come and see the show because they can find themselves in it. And at its core, it's a family story. And I think it will touch everyone in a meaningful way. Happy, sad, there are lots of ups and downs in the show. And I think it reminds us all that what really connects us is the love between us. So you should definitely come see the show. Yeah, it's going to be a super fun time.
It absolutely will, and we will get you all of that information so that you are able to see it. Thank you, Libby.
Yeah.
We are here today with Solomon Duane, the writer, composer, lyricist, everything, pretty much.
That's all.
Dawn's Early Light, a new musical premiering right here at Notre Dame. So Solomon, can you tell us a little bit about the show? Don't spoil it for anybody who might be wanting to come and see it.
Absolutely. The show follows, it's based on a true story about my great-grandfather, Valentino Zucchiatti. He was an Italian-American immigrant. And so the show is about his experience raising his children and kind of handling family life during World War II. And it especially focuses on a conflict that he had with his son, who wanted to enlist in the American military. And my great-grandfather Valentino did not want him to enlist in the military for a variety of reasons. We were fighting against Italy at the time. There was nationalism and patriotism involved, and also just kind of the simple fact that he was his only son, and I think it was a very challenging thing for him to want to sign off on. So the show's kind of about that, and framed in this context of World War II and kind of the insanity of everything that was going on at that time, but focusing here on the home front.
Right, right. And that, World War II was a long time ago.
Yes.
And obviously you kind of had to, dig back into your family history. So how did you kind of rediscover this and want to start writing about your own personal life?
Yeah, I grew up hearing this story. So my grandmother, my grandma Norma, she was the daughter of my great-grandfather, obviously. And so this all happened to her immediate family. And so I heard this story many times from her, as well as her sister, my great-aunt Louise. And so growing up, I always thought it was very dramatic and just had a lot of themes and ideas that were very interesting. And so I explored a variety of maybe genres or ways that I could present the story, but ultimately I really felt like musical theater was exciting to see it come to life with, because I mean, the 1940s are so fun. There's so much swing dance and big band, and I can also really allow kind of the emotions of this heightened experience of going through the war and this very challenging time. I could let it get very intimate when I wanted with the family, and when the mother sings about her experience raising a family, and then I could also explode the theater when I wanted a big band number where all the kids are having fun and kind of escaping from the war.
Right, and like people say, it's, you know, when you can no longer speak, you sing.
Yes.
It's that, it's that outpouring of emotion, which is so beautiful.
A Dawn's Early Light, a performance that you won't want to miss. So Abby, what is maybe a different experience for Notre Dame to put on a student written performance than maybe another performance that was written by someone else? What does that look like as far as all of the students kind of coming together throughout the whole process?
Right, I mean, as you're saying, it is so much more of a process. It's really collaborative. In the last couple of years, we've had a few different student written musicals. So this is something where we have a workshop class in the fall. We all come together, we all start to look at the plot, the characters, we do some of the dancing, the scene work, and it's really beautiful because it is such a collaborative process, and we all kind of get to see the process of making the musical to performing it, whereas we usually just have the performance.
And it's a very unique space and venue, and there's probably a lot of people in our area that have not seen a show performed there. You were sharing a little bit earlier where the band will be, so what is it going to be as far as the audience experience, seeing the performers, seeing the band, and experience this show there in this venue?
Right, it's going to be very different, as you might have seen in our video right there, that there is this area where the band is going to be performing live. It's going to be very involved with the music and really just a wonderful and different kind of experience. The set is always built up differently for each show, so it's perfect. But I know, Jackie, you're probably going to want to see this. Everybody in the community is going to want to see this. So Dawn's Early Light is running February 23rd through March 5th. And if you want to get more information, check out the box office. You can call 574-631-2800 or visit their website at PerformingArts.ND.Edu.